question is, what happened? Look at this beautiful animal. If you've been in the Jacksonville Zoo, you know how gorgeous these jaguars are. A female jaguar, just under 2 years old, was killed yesterday by a male. And so the zoo said in a statement that it was a terrible mistake, but what happened? What led up to it? Brianna Returner is live on our side tonight. Brianna?
Yeah, now the deputy zoo director says this sort of tragic accident never happened at the zoo before. Now, how the jaguar reacted is just how jaguars react in the setting it was put in. A heartbreaking incident happening right here at the Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens. A 12-year-old male jaguar named Terry attacking and killing 21-year-old female jaguar Zenta.
Jaguars are, solitary in the wild. They pretty much are animals that keep to themselves, except if they're breeding or it's a mother raising cubs.
The deputy zoo director for animal care, conservation, and wellness, Dan Maloney, says they have 5 jaguars, and a devastating event like this has never happened at the zoo before.
It was a tragic accident. They were not supposed to be together. One animal was being brought inside so the vets could examine him. And as they were shifting the animals around, one animal got in with the other, and that's how it happened.
Maloney says he believes the attack happened quickly.
I think it's similar to what happens if you're playing with your house cat, and they get really excited, and they grab on with their front claws, and they might grab on with their mouth, and they're pushing with their back feet.
Maloney says it's not the jaguar's fault. He reacted like a jaguar would.
It devastated our staff. These animals are like extended family to them, as you could imagine, and they are their caregivers.
Now, Maloney says they're not focused on replacing the jaguar, but instead mourning the loss for Zenta. Live at the Jacksonville Zoo, Brianna Returner, First Coast News, on your side.